Hi, I'm Alicia from thedizzycook.com, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a roast chicken. So I think a lot of people are really intimidated by roast chickens. I was probably one of them for a little while, but it's actually very simple, and I'll show you how simple it is. I think the scariest parts are touching the chicken, and also you feel like maybe there's a lot of steps involved because they look so fancy, but it's really not. I like to do this because for a migraine diet, we have to eat very clean. So at grocery stores, and especially right now with everything picked over, you're missing out on good naked chickens, and that's what I like to call good chickens to buy that are migraine diet friendly, and it just basically means that they don't have added MSG. So often you'll find with a lot of flavorings that they put into these roasted chickens, they'll add hidden MSG and stuff like that. So if you really read the ingredient labels, you'll discover this. And only a few places do it plain. I found them before at Sprouts, Whole Foods, my local Central Market will have them. They call it traditional, and it'll just see like salt and pepper and olive oil. But grocery shopping recently, all of those easy rotisserie chickens have been picked over. So it's perfect timing to roast our own, and you can use it in salads, you can use it in sandwiches, you can use it in enchiladas. There are a lot of recipes on the website. Actually, you can use it for tacos, are another good one. So it just makes life a little bit easier, and you can also freeze the meat so you don't have that buildup of tyramine. Which can contribute to migraine headaches or migraine attacks as well. And just keep it for the week for your family if it lasts that long. So I normally, on my website, I do have like lemongrass and all these ingredients. And even in my book, I think I use lemongrass too, but today we're just gonna use shallots and some fresh herbs that I have out back in my garden, this is rosemary and some lemon thyme, and an old shallot, and then butter. You can also, if you want to make this dairy-free, you can use olive oil. That's totally fine. I just like to use butter. So I got this chicken. It's a Mary's. Oh, oven's ready. You preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And then, so this is what is another important point too, is using organic chickens, but that are also air chilled. So air chilled basically just means it passes through different chambers, and instead of getting dunked in a bath to kind of wash, it's being passed through chambers of air. So the chicken itself isn't absorbing extra water and everything in that water that it's being dunked in, like a lot of normal chickens are. So air chilled is one important thing to look for. It doesn't mean that it's migraine friendly automatically. It's just, I think it roasts better and it has better flavor to it.
Definitely tastes better.
Tastes better, yeah.
Tastes like real chicken.
Yeah. Oh, you're so fancy now, right? But if you can find it, great. If you can't, no worries. But so you'll want to actually check the label on your chicken, your raw chicken too, because sometimes they can be injected with broth or flavorings as well, which usually means it's probably a lower quality chicken in the first place. I know it's kind of crazy. I never realized you had to check the ingredients on a raw chicken, but it's true. Like if you start looking at these things, you'll notice, you know, how they have fillers and stuff like that. So with Mary's, I think...
Filled like a Real Housewives face.
Huh?
Filled like a Real Housewives face.
Oh. Yep.
But
that was okay. It wasn't one of your best.
It's early in the video.
Okay, so I'm looking at the back. It doesn't say anything on here for Mary's. Certified organic, product of the USA. But on here it just says no antibiotics, no preservatives, fed vegetarian diet, no added hormones. I think if it had anything added, it would have to list it out. So it must not. I know Mary's is a good brand. So that's actually where I get my turkeys from for Thanksgiving. So we're gonna cut open this package. If you have like a little area, because it can get kind of juicy, or you can do this over your sink as well, which I should probably do. Let me take this over there.
Oh, yeah.
It'll get kind of gross. This is one of the worst parts. And ideally, you would clean out your kitchen sink when doing this. But I have a very good dishwasher who will make sure we don't get salmonella. And we have plenty of Clorox right now as well.
Don't tell the people that.
I know.
You can come raiding our house.
Okay. So he's free. All right. And then you just kind of want to stick your hand up its butt. They'll put like gizzards and stuff in there. I usually just throw it in the trash because I think it's kind of gross. But you can rinse it off if you want to. And then grab some paper towels and just pat. Get it all patted dry.
Why is it important to have a dry chicken?
Oh, well that means it roasts a lot better instead of steaming. You don't want it to steam, you want it to roast. It gets that nice crispy brown skin on the top that we all love. So just pat it dry, like so. It's really not that slimy. I'm gonna put it in my roasting pan, and you wanna use a roasting pan that is, oh, it's still a little wet there. Okay, you wanna use a roasting pan that is pretty small, so there's not a lot of extra space. You wouldn't wanna put this in like a giant roasting. Small roasting dish, if you have it this way, the juices kind of collect around it rather than spreading out and burning inside the pan, so that's really good. You want to do it breast side up. So that means all the legs and everything are facing up. And
Tits up.
Tits up. But you would get that if it's a Maisel, if you're a Maisel fan. We don't normally talk like that in this house. So don't write me an angry email. Gotten a few of those. All right, so old shallot.
Does it have to be an old shallot, or can you use a fresh shallot?
You can use a fresh shallot.
Okay.
I'm just using whatever we have right now because, you know, times are tough.
Avoid going to the grocery store.
We don't want to go to the grocery store, and normally I would use a lot of garlic, but we're getting low on garlic, so shallot's a great substitute for garlic. I just chop it into fairly large pieces. And you really don't have to peel it. I don't know, I just have an issue with sticking mine in there unpeeled. But if that floats your boat, go right ahead. So I'm gonna shove that up in there.
So you put them in the chicken.
In the little hole up there. You know?
Good.
And then my fresh herbs from outside, the lemon thyme and the rosemary, but you can really use whatever you have. If you have oregano, or you don't even have to use herbs. You can do whatever you want. Just trying to complicate matters. So next we want to loosen the skin a little bit. So just slide your finger under there. Little gross, but it should come up pretty easily. Okay, like so. And we're gonna take a little bit of butter. I have about 1 to 2 tablespoons of really good butter. I'm just gonna slide that up under there and kind of mash it around, mash it down, coat that area.
So do you want your butter to be soft before?
Yeah, it helps if it's soft because it kind of hardens with a cold chicken when you put it on the cold chicken. So don't worry about getting it too even. Just get it up under there, coat it around. And if you want to do this dairy-free, just use olive oil. Then I kind of rub it around on the outside as well. Get it a little massage.
Butter massage.
Butter massage. So this will just help flavor your chicken a little bit and give you a really nice sauce. Whatever the drippings that come off of it, those can be used for gravy, an easy gravy. Just mix it with a little bit of flour and maybe some fresh herbs and you're good to go. Probably help if my butter was a little bit softer, but that's okay. See, you don't have to be a perfect chef to do this. All right. All right, washing hands. So now we're just gonna season it. So you wanna, we'll season a little bit up the butt, and then we'll season it just all around.
Just salt and pepper?
This is just kosher salt. I feel like I need to wash my hands again.
This is on the internet, so you will be judged.
I know. Oh well. You can email Alicia at thedizzycook.com and I'm sure I'll get back to you. All right, so we're done. And the oven's preheated to 425 and this is it. Like, you're done.
That's it.
This is it. Oh, wait, no, it's not it. I lied. Sorry. Okay, so you need kitchen twine. And you can get this at most grocery stores. Cut off a little section there. Kind of in that weird area that they have, sorry. Kind of in that weird area that they have like dishes and stuff. You know, and you want to tie the back legs together with the twine. So see, like that. You want to tuck the little extra, the wings, the wing tips underneath, like here. And that'll just help it roast more evenly. Put some butter around there. Yeah. So we're just gonna put this in the oven at 425 for about an hour, and this is about a 4-pound chicken. So I like to do it about an hour and 10 minutes. Just check it after like an hour 5, an hour 10. And you want to make sure that it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit when you insert your meat thermometer. And I usually like to do it in the thigh. And that's the temperature you should have for a finished chicken. So we're gonna put this in the oven and then I'll show you the final product. So I even got a quick workout in the time that it takes to roast this, which is why I look completely different. But the chicken is ready. So if you want to come over, you can see it. And this is how it should look.
Ooh.
It smells amazing, especially with that butter. And that's what you can use for the gravy. Just mix it with a little bit of, you can even use the shallots from in there and kind of roast them down and whisk that with a little bit of flour. Make your own gravy. Or you can just pick the chicken and use it for lunches and like everything I said before. We already tested this, but if you just stick your thermometer, make sure it reads 165, you should be good to go. Let it cool before you start picking off your chicken.
Excited to eat it.
Yeah, recipe is on thedizzycook.com, and then I also have a different one in my cookbook, which you can find on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, and thedizzycookshop.com.